This one, and I know Project Phantasma came before this, but this is a massive increase in quality over the previous game. The last one, it was just all like confusing corridor shooters and blah blah blah, and that got boring. That got repetitive after a while. This one, the main focus being the arena, was really cool because arena fights, depending on your level of skill, can be a real challenge, you know. And there were clearly some arena fights that I had that I was not able to really, like, I had to change up my tactics, I had to think about it, I had to change up everything, I had to change up the layout of my armored core. It was really cool. Definitely a big improvement over the previous game. Where they went with the series in the second and third games and their expansions, I feel like they maybe took the wrong lessons from some of these in terms of the missions, right? The arena, that's fucking cool, right? The arena has been solid in every single game after the first one, as far as I know so far, right? Because I think at this point the only one I haven't played is Project Phantasma. The arena's always good, but the missions, there's not enough story explanation. The way they present the story, I personally feel that the way they present the story in these games is very poor. There's very little explanation of what's going on, and then there's also the issue of, you know, the translation not really being up to snuff, which, granted, with what they're working with and so on and so forth, isn't the worst thing in the world, right? The game feels about the same to play in terms of, what's the word I'm looking for? In terms of the actual controls and blah, 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 blah. Good feeling game to play. I'm giving a full-on review right now. This is my review of Master of Arena, in case you haven't figured it out yet. Corndick. The game feels great to play. The differences between the weapons makes almost every decision into what you do with your core feel meaningful. Excellent. The missions are not overly complex here. They don't outstay their welcome. And I mean, granted, I didn't really play through many of them, but I don't think there was many to play through, if that makes sense. Like, if we go through here, I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only missed 6 missions out of the entirety of this game. So the emphasis isn't on the missions, the emphasis is on the arenas. In terms of the extra arena content and whatever rank or MK is, haven't touched it yet, so I can't really review that. But overall, this game, especially like coming out on the friggin' PlayStation, man, this game's like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. The real weakness is the story, and that's really all that it is. But From Software has never been the type to really weave an upfront, compelling narrative in a way that the regular player is going to find, right? Like, you think about the Souls games now, you have to really dig into item descriptions and look at context clues in the environment to really pick up on the lore. And then the lore becomes very interesting, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if it's not the same with a lot of these older games as well. But, you know, just from when you're 10, 11 years old and, you know, you pick this up or your parents pick this up for you, you're not even going to care about the story, honestly. But, you know, with me being a little bit older, I kind of want to dive into it a bit more. But otherwise, no, this was a fantastic game. I'm really glad that I finally went back and played these. So, you know, fuck yeah, let's go. Master of Arena.